Hi everybody, my name is Erin Delmore. I'm Bustle's senior political correspondent and I'm here at the New York Historical Society in Manhattan. Today we're about to sit down with Chelsea Clinton to talk about the surge in activism nationwide and what it means for women around the world. Let's go. Chelsea Clinton, thank you so much for being here at the New York Historical Society.
Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to our conversation today.
We're thrilled to have you. Full disclosure, your husband, Mark Mizvinsky, is on the board of Bustle Digital Group. You have a brand new book out. It's called She Persisted Around the World, and it's a follow-up to your first children's book called She Persisted.
It was important to me in both She Persisted and She Persisted Around the World for there to be a real spectrum of stories of women who have a common thread of persistence, but whose persistence and circumstance have enabled them to make contributions. I just hope that young readers find these stories as exciting and kind of catalytic for their imaginations, their hopes, their dreams, as I do as a not-so-young reader.
I know you took these two words from an interaction Senator Elizabeth Warren had on the Senate floor with Mitch McConnell. She stood up, she was speaking out against the nominee to lead the Justice Department, Jeff Sessions, and Mitch McConnell rebuked her, asked her to sit down. He said, nevertheless, she persisted.
Sons and brothers.
Mr. President.
They are.
Mr. President.
The Majority Leader.
Well, I don't think the Senate Majority Leader had any idea kind of what he would help unleash when he censured Elizabeth Warren. And clearly, nevertheless, She Persisted became a rallying cry for women not only across our country and really around the world.
Whether it's Senator Elizabeth Warren or Senator Kamala Harris being interrupted by her male colleagues, or your mother being followed on the debate floor by then-candidate Donald Trump, what message do women and girls in this country hear?
All of the women you just mentioned are continuing to persist, even if men are lurking behind them or interrupting them or formally censuring them.
This State Department under President Trump is cutting back on its work on global human rights, including reproductive rights and including gender-based discrimination. What happens if we don't lead in this arena?
Well, I'm infuriated by the kind of retrograde posture of the current administration toward women and girls. We've never had an administration kind of apply what's known as the global gag rule. It stretches across everything from HIV/AIDS and malaria, so infectious diseases to non-communicable diseases like heart disease, cervical cancer. There are kind of reproductive health elements to all of those, and the fact that we're now constraining what health workers around the world will be able to talk to women and men about is not only indecent, it's dangerous, and it will cost women's lives.
We're seeing a lot of activism by women in the U.S. Does this moment feel different?
I would say I'm optimistic that it will be different. If we see more women elected to not only Congress, but state legislatures, city councils, sheriff's offices, DA's offices, if we have more women, you understand that kind of women's issues are not actually just women's issues, they're core American issues, they're family issues, they're economic issues, they're rights issues.
What do you say to people who don't think we're moving forward?
I would ask them to talk to their mothers, talk to their grandmothers, talk to their sisters, because I imagine that what they'll hear is what I hear, which is this kind of sense of hope, but also anxiety, because we know that kind of the hope will only matter the most if we're able to translate that into voting in November. But I am optimistic we'll get there, but I still want that optimism to be proven, and I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make this moment worthy of our optimism.